Imagine starting a business. No huge budget, no coding skills, no massive team. Sounds impossible, right? What if AI changed all of that?
That impossible dream. It's becoming the reality for entrepreneurs in 2025. It's an absolutely unprecedented moment, a real shift.
Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're unpacking a fascinating blueprint for AI entrepreneurship in 2025, drawing insights from AI entrepreneurship, your 2025 business blueprint.
Our mission, yeah, is to show you how AI is leveling the playing field. It's demolishing traditional barriers, opening up opportunities you can seize today. We'll explore specific ideas and the essential mindset you need.
Get ready. This is a deep dive into building your AI business without needing to be a coding guru. Okay, so the source makes a pretty bold declaration. The days of needing massive budgets or, tech teams to launch a business are officially over. Why is 2025 seen as this golden opportunity? What's the fundamental shift here?
It's an AI revolution, really. I mean, things that used to take years of development, now they happen in days, sometimes hours even. This incredible speed and innovation isn't just creating new opportunities, it's like a slingshot effect. It's launching solo entrepreneurs far beyond what was previously imaginable. It's a true frontier moment.
And it's not just hype, right? We're talking big business. The generative AI market projected to hit somewhere between, what, $200 billion and $1.3 trillion by 2030.
Yeah, massive numbers. And
Yeah.
growing like crazy, like 25% annually.
Wow.
Exactly. And the best part, you don't need to be a tech genius anymore. That's the key. These no-code platforms are the secret sauce here. Think of Voiceflow. It's basically drag and drop. You can build complex conversational AI like a customer service agent without writing code. Replit gives you a coding environment right in your browser. Great for quick prototypes, testing ideas, even learning. And then you have AI design tools like Canva generating professional visuals from text, or AI marketing tools writing ad copy. It's democratizing creation. It really is. Takes away that whole technical barrier.
The article heavily emphasizes a mindset shift needed for this new era. What's the core difference for aspiring entrepreneurs then?
Right. The old barriers are fading, but you need a new approach. The key is to focus squarely on the problem, not the technology itself. It sounds simple, maybe obvious, but it's the most commonly missed insight, I think. People get distracted by the cool AI tech, shiny object syndrome. They see amazing tech and try to force it onto a problem that doesn't really exist or isn't that painful. The real gold is finding a genuinely painful niche problem, something keeping your potential customer up at night, and then asking, okay, how can AI solve that specific pain 10 times better than anything else out there? Ooh, that shift from what cool thing can AI do to what painful problem can AI just make obsolete. That's the core entrepreneurial superpower now.
So it's really about solving real-world issues first and foremost, and speed sounds absolutely critical in this.
Absolutely. The source puts it bluntly. Speed is your competitive advantage. Building an MVP, a minimum viable product, the simplest possible version of your idea building, that in 24 hours is actually feasible now.
24 hours? Wow.
Yeah. Rapid testing and iteration, getting it out there, seeing what people do with it. That beats trying to perfect it in secret every single time. Get it out there. See what sticks. It's kind of like throwing spaghetti at the wall. But with AI, the spaghetti cooks really fast.
And the source cautions against competing directly with the giants, like Google or Microsoft. So focusing on niche markets is the strategy.
Exactly. Find those niche markets. While the big players focus on general AI, massive opportunities lie in overlooked specific problems for specific groups. Think small, targeted solutions that have a big impact for that group, like helping independent florists manage inventory during holiday spikes, not just generic inventory management. Very specific.
Got it. The source also says something interesting, that content creation has been commoditized, and now product creation is being commoditized too.
This truly levels the playing field for individual entrepreneurs. It's pretty wild when you think about it. Whoa. I mean, imagine scaling a super niche solution to potentially millions of users almost overnight without needing a huge team or tons of venture capital. It's a new kind of freedom, really.
Okay, so if speed is so crucial, what's the biggest practical challenge new AI entrepreneurs face when they're trying to move that fast?
It's often overcoming that fear of imperfection, just getting it out the door, launching it even when it's not perfect. That's the hurdle.
Makes sense. Fear of judgment, maybe. Okay, so if the game is speed and niche, where do we begin? The blueprint points to a foundational strategy, building an automated content factory. Unpack this for us. What is a content factory in this AI world?
Yeah, think of it like an assembly line, but for your ideas. You take one core piece of content, Maybe it's a long video you record or a podcast like this or an article, and AI tools help you instantly transform it into dozens of different formats for all the different platforms. Short clips, tweets, LinkedIn posts, blog articles, newsletters, you name it. Before, this needed a whole team, right? Video editors, designers, writers. Now, AI tools let you do it solo or maybe with one virtual assistant. It's like having a whole content department in your pocket.
Why is this so crucial for businesses and creators in 2025? It sounds efficient, sure, but why indispensable?
Well, it's more than just efficiency. Today, businesses need to be everywhere online. YouTube, TikTok, X, LinkedIn, email lists. It's a lot. Creating unique, tailored content for all those platforms takes varied skills and just immense amounts of time. A content factory streamlines that whole pipeline. So yeah, it's efficiency on steroids, but really it enables a level of reach and consistency that used to be impossible for smaller players.
Okay, walk us through setting one up. What's step one?
Step one is foundational. You got to choose your core content format. What are you most comfortable creating consistently? Where do your ideas flow best? Is it talking, like for a podcast or long video, or maybe writing for articles or detailed guides? Pick your natural starting point.
Right, start where you're strong. Then the tools, I assume.
It's exactly. Step two, assemble your AI tool stack. You'll probably want something like ChatGPT for brainstorming, outlining, maybe drafting text. Then maybe 11 Labs for really high-quality AI voice generation if you're doing audio or video narration. Tools like InVideo or Runway ML can create videos from text or help edit footage. Opus Clip is amazing for cutting short, viral-style clips from longer content automatically. Gamma AI for presentations. It's like stacking specialized Lego blocks. Each tool does one thing incredibly well.
Okay, so you have your core content, you have your tools, then you multiply it.
That's step three. Create your content multiplication system. Use these AI tools to transform that core piece into social media posts, short videos, blog articles, newsletters, maybe even other podcast episodes. It's all about maximum reach with minimum duplication of actual creative effort.
And to keep that speed up and maintain quality, standardization must be important, like templates or workflows.
Yes, absolutely. Step four, develop standard operating procedures, SOPs. Create templates. For example, a repeatable process. Turn one 15-minute video into 5 short clips and 10 social media posts. Or a workflow. Automatically generate a newsletter draft from a podcast transcript. These SOPs are your secret sauce for consistent, high-volume output. They cut down decision-making time and keep the quality up.
And finally, step 5, test and optimize.
Yeah, start small. Don't try to boil the ocean. Perfect your system for one platform first, maybe 2, then expand. And watch the engagement metrics. See what resonates, what your audience actually likes, and then double down on that. It's a constant feedback loop.
Okay, how can people make money with this, beyond just promoting their own stuff?
2 main paths here. First, a service-based model. You build this factory for other businesses, offer it as a service. The source suggests charging anywhere from, say, $1,500 to $8,000 a month. Yeah, businesses will pay for that kind of efficiency and reach. It saves them a ton of time and likely money.
Makes sense. Or a product-based approach.
Right. Sell the shovels during the gold rush. Create and sell your templates, your SOPs, maybe even courses or software tools that help others build their own content factories. You're packaging and selling the expertise.
So thinking about setting this up, what's the biggest mistake people tend to make right at the start?
Trying to do too much too soon. Start with one core format and nail that first.
Okay, focus is key. Let's move to our next big idea. Providing AI agents for small and medium-sized businesses, SMBs. The source calls this one of the biggest shifts for 2025. What exactly are these agents? Are they just fancy chatbots?
No, definitely not just chatbots. Think way beyond that. These are more like sophisticated virtual employees. They can actually think, reason, make decisions within defined parameters, learn from mistakes, and crucially, work 247. They have autonomy.
Wow, okay. Virtual employees. And there's a huge market for them among SMBs.
Massive. Think about it. Almost every business, from your local coffee shop to a mid-sized accounting firm, will eventually need AI agents to stay competitive. But building them, even with no-code tools, still requires some specialized knowledge and setup. That creates a perfect gap for entrepreneurs to fill right now. It's a huge, largely untapped opportunity.
What kinds of tasks could these AI agents handle? What kinds could someone build?
All sorts. Customer service agents, obviously, handling initial inquiries, answering common questions, maybe even resolving simple issues. Sales agents could qualify leads, schedule demos, follow-up. Administrative agents could handle data entry, scheduling, email sorting. Then you get into more specialized ones. like order processing specifically for restaurants, or maybe agents that can draft simple standardized contracts for specific industries, like freelancers. The possibilities are pretty broad.
Any real-world examples that make this concrete?
Yeah, the source mentioned one called Orderflow AI. They built an agent specifically for food and beverage businesses. It automates taking orders over the phone and via text. Think about how many errors that prevents, how much staff time it frees up, especially during peak hours. They charge a monthly subscription based on the number of orders processed. It's a very clear solution to a very specific business pain point.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
So how does someone actually go about building one of these agents? Where do you start?
Step one, and I sound like a broken record, but it's crucial, identify a specific problem. Specificity is everything here. Don't try to build a general-purpose do-everything agent. Find one very specific, painful process you can automate or improve 10x, like helping boutique clothing stores manage highly seasonal inventory changes, or helping freelance writers generate initial proposals and quotes automatically. Hyper-niche is where the value is, especially early on.
Okay, find the niche pain point. Then pick your tools.
Yep. Step two, choose your no-code or low-code development platform. Voiceflow is fantastic for the conversational AI part, building the agent's brain. BatPress is another powerful option. It's open source, so you have more control. Replit is great for spinning up quick tests and back-end logic if needed. These tools genuinely make it possible to build sophisticated agents without being a deep coder.
Designing its behavior, its workflow must be critical.
Absolutely crucial. That's step three. Design the agent's workflow. You have to map it out. What information does it need to collect? What decisions does it make based on that info? How does it handle exceptions? When does it need to escalate to a human? This is where you define its intelligence and its boundaries. It's like writing the playbook for your virtual employee.
And then you have to train it, right? Feed it knowledge.
Yeah, right. Step four, train your agent. Give it the data it needs to function. FAQs, industry jargon, company policies, examples of past customer interactions. It learns from this data. And finally, step five, test rigorously. Get beta testers. Iterate based on feedback. It's like onboarding a new hire, but you can iterate much, much faster.
How do businesses make money offering these AI agents? What are the models?
Pretty flexible, actually. Monthly subscriptions are common, maybe ranging from $99 up to $499 a month, depending on how complex the agent is and how much value it delivers. Or you could do a transaction-based model, charge per interaction, per lead generated, per order processed. And for bigger clients with unique needs, custom development projects could be anywhere from, say, $5,000 to $20,000 or more per project.
Interesting. So beyond the technology itself, what's the real secret to making an AI agent truly effective for a business?
Defining its specific problem-solving role very, very clearly. Focus.
Got it. Okay, third idea from the blueprint. Professional prompt engineering services. Sounds super niche, maybe even a bit obscure, but the source calls it a hidden goldmine. Why is prompt engineering so valuable?
Yeah, it sounds simple, doesn't it? Just type a command into ChatGPT or Midjourney. But many people are finding that getting truly high-quality, consistent, and specific results from AI models, well, it's harder than it looks. Crafting really effective prompts is becoming a specialized skill. Different industries need different prompt structures. Different AI models respond differently. Use cases vary wildly. It's about understanding how to guide the AI, how to frame the request, how to give it the right context and constraints. It's almost like being a translator between human intent and the AI's capabilities, or maybe a conductor for an orchestra of algorithms.
So it's way more than just those marketplaces where you can buy a single prompt for $1 or $2.
Oh, way more. That's just scratching the surface, really. Those can be okay for inspiration, maybe. But the real opportunity, the goldmine part, is in creating comprehensive prompt bundles collections designed for specific tasks or industries and offering high-value consulting services around prompt optimization. That's where the serious value lies. Providing solutions, not just commands.
Okay, so how does someone get started in this if they want to offer these services?
Step one is research. Identify high-demand niches. See where people are struggling to get the AI results they want. What types of prompts are selling well already? Think about areas like generating minimalist logos for startups, or creating images in very specific illustration styles for brands, or maybe writing highly targeted ad copy for real estate, or specialized technical documentation prompts for software teams. Find that unmet need.
Then develop your own process for actually crafting these prompts.
Right. Step two, become an expert yourself. Study prompts that work. Experiment constantly, test variations, document everything, what works, what doesn't, why. You need to really understand the psychology of it. It's about setting up a framework for the AI to think within, not just giving it orders. Yeah, I still wrestle with prompt drift myself sometimes. Even with all the practice, it's like trying to get a toddler to put on their shoes perfectly every time. You give clear instructions, but sometimes they still end up wearing a hat on their foot. It really shows it's part art, part science.
Hmm. Okay, so less about single prompts, more about these bundles.
That's step 3. Create high-value prompt bundles. Don't sell one-offs. Package them. Like 50 prompts for stunning product packaging designs for $199. Or the ultimate food and beverage marketing prompt collection for $299. You're selling a toolkit that solves a bigger problem.
And then leveraging that expertise into consulting.
Step 4. Exactly. Once you've built credibility with your bundles, maybe some case studies or testimonials, then offer consulting. This could be one-on-one prompt optimization sessions, or developing custom prompts tailored to a specific business's unique workflow, or even running training workshops for marketing or creative teams within companies. You position yourself as the go-to expert.
Are there more advanced strategies here beyond basic bundles and consulting?
Yeah, the source touches on a few. Things like creating highly industry-specific prompt sets, developing multimodal prompts, ones designed to work across text, image, and video generation models seamlessly, and also prompt chains, sequences of interconnected prompts designed to automate complex multi-step tasks, like maybe market research followed by content generation, followed by ad creation, building really intricate workflows.
Fascinating. What would you say is the hardest part about creating prompts that are genuinely high value, not just generic?
Understanding the specific nuances of both the AI model and the target industry or use case. That deep understanding is key.
Okay, let's move to our final idea. AI-powered personalized education solutions. The source highlights a huge market here, projecting $24 billion by 2034. Why is AI considered so transformative for education specifically?
It's a fundamental shift away from the traditional model, the one-size-fits-all lecture or textbook approach. That's being disrupted. AI enables truly personalized adaptive learning. That's the key. An AI tutor can adapt to your specific learning style, your pace, your knowledge gaps instantly. It moves education from generic content delivery to a tailored experience for every single learner. That's incredibly powerful.
What kinds of AI education businesses could someone realistically build now?
Lots of possibilities. You could build personalized AI tutors focused on specific subjects, like math or coding, that adapt difficulty in real time. Language learning apps are a huge area. Imagine practicing conversations with an AI that gives instant, nuanced feedback on pronunciation and grammar. Or skill-specific training platforms, teaching digital marketing or data analysis or even soft skills like public speaking, with AI providing personalized practice scenarios and feedback. Anywhere, adaptive learning can make a difference.
How would someone actually go about building one of these platforms or tools?
Again, step 1, choose your educational niche. Don't try to boil the ocean and create a platform for everything. Focus. Pick a specific area, professional skills like project management, creative skills like photography, personal development like leadership training. Specializing lets you build a much deeper, more effective solution.
Then designing the actual AI learning system, that sounds complex.
It involves a few key components. That's step 2. You need robust assessment tools to figure out where the user is starting from. Then you need to develop adaptive learning paths, content, and activities that change based on the user's progress and where they're struggling. Crucially, you need effective feedback systems for instant, personalized guidance, and often including gamification points, badges, leaderboards, helps keep users engaged and motivated. Make it effective, but also sticky.
And the content itself still matters, right? Even with fancy AI delivery.
Absolutely. Step 3 is your content strategy. You need high-quality foundational content. AI can personalize the delivery, but the core material needs to be excellent. And you need systems for keeping that content updated and expanding it over time. Maybe consider adding assessments or certifications to provide tangible value and credentials for learners.
And the business side, how do these platforms usually make money?
Several models work. Subscriptions are very common, monthly or annual fees, maybe ranging from $99 to $199 a month depending on the depth and value. One-time course sales are also viable, perhaps from $99 up to $999 for comprehensive programs. And a really big growth area is corporate training, selling bulk licenses to companies for employee upskilling. Those contracts can be substantial, $10,000 to well over $100,000 per deal.
So looking at the space, what's the biggest potential pitfall when trying to create truly personalized AI education?
Failing to genuinely adapt to the individual learner's unique needs and learning style. True personalization is hard, but crucial.
As we look a bit further out, the source talks about seamless integration and full automation. What does that imply for the future of AI businesses?
It means the future probably isn't just about selling standalone AI tools. It's about AI becoming deeply embedded, seamlessly integrated into every business process, making everything smarter, faster, more efficient. The most successful companies might be what the source calls full-stack AI companies, businesses that use AI to completely restructure how an entire industry operates. Imagine, say, a law firm where AI handles 90% of the routine document review and drafting, freeing up human lawyers to focus entirely on high-level strategy, client relationships, court appearances. That level of transformation is the future people can start building now.
But with all this power, there are responsibilities, right? Ethical considerations AI entrepreneurs need to keep front of mind.
Absolutely vital. Non-negotiable, really. First, data privacy. You have to be incredibly transparent about how you collect, use, and protect user data. Building trust is paramount, especially when dealing with personal learning data or business data. Second, AI bias. AI models can inherit biases present in their training data. Entrepreneurs have a responsibility to actively identify and mitigate these biases to ensure their tools are fair and equitable.
And the impact on jobs is a big one, too.
Yes, impact on jobs. You need to think consciously about how your technology affects the workforce. Can you design tools that augment human capabilities, making people more effective rather than just aiming for pure replacement? That's a critical ethical lens. And finally, something more personal for the entrepreneur: lifelong learning. The AI field changes literally weekly. Continuous learning isn't just a good idea, it's an absolute prerequisite for staying relevant and building responsibly in this space.
Okay, so let's try to synthesize all this. What's the big takeaway from our deep dive into AI entrepreneurship in 2025?
I think the biggest thing is that the AI revolution has genuinely democratized entrepreneurship. Many of the old barriers, needing huge amounts of capital, needing deep coding skills, needing a large team, they're being dismantled or at least significantly lowered. Success now hinges more on having the right problem-solving mindset, creativity, and the speed to execute.
And the specific ideas we covered today, the content factories, AI agents, prompt engineering services, personalized education platforms, these aren't just, pie in the sky theories.
No, not at all. They're tangible starting points. They're achievable today, right now, using readily available, often no-code tools. The key seems to be starting small, focusing intensely on a specific niche, finding one painful problem, and solving that problem exceptionally well for a clearly defined group of people.
The source really hammers home the importance of speed and iteration above everything else. It basically says, don't wait for the perfect plan.
That's exactly right. Pick an idea that genuinely resonates with you, something you're curious about. Dedicate a weekend, maybe even just 24 hours, to building that first, scrappy, minimum viable product. Then, the crucial step: get it in front of actual potential users. Get feedback, learn, iterate, just get started.
The AI revolution isn't coming. It's clearly happening right now. And your place in it, as the source suggests, seems defined entirely by the actions you take today.
It really does feel like we're just scratching the surface, doesn't it? The potential is just immense. It makes you wonder, what problem are you, listening right now, going to solve with AI?
That is a powerful thought to leave you with. This has been the Deep Dive. Thank you for joining us on this exploration of AI entrepreneurship.
Yeah, thanks for tuning in. Until next time, keep learning, keep building.
See you on the next Deep Dive.